What an absolute performance we saw from Superlek. Ladies and gentlemen, I made a video a couple months ago talking about this very fight. This fight was so high level, it went over a lot of people's radars who claim to be fans of combat sports. But damn, did this fight deliver, ladies and gentlemen. Superlek versus Takeru so far could be maybe fight of the year. Maybe fight of the year for kickboxing. Definitely. This fight was absolutely amazing. And what we saw from Superlek, wow. Go ahead and give it up to that guy. That guy proved absolutely some of the doubters wrong, including myself. I thought that Takeru coming in to one championship, knowing that he was a K1 champion, would have a better performance against Superlek. But Superlek proved me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. And it's something that I want to talk about very quickly in this video. Takeru is a fighter that just came forward. He was putting unrelenting pressure on Superlek, and Superlek was doing all the right things with his Muay Thai stance, being a very defensive-minded fighter, using his defense to become offensive. We saw in a couple rounds that Takeru was teeing off against Superlek, but the next round, we just saw Superlek do what he does best and be a defensive counter fighter, and he absolutely did his thing against Takeru that night. Like I said, this fight was very entertaining. It was super high level, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see more from Superlek this year. Now, some fights that I would love to see Superlek be in is, of course, the rematch between Superlek and Tang that hopefully takes place sometime this year. Another fight that I would love to see Superlek is have a rematch with Jonathan Haggerty. Now, both of these guys are in their prime, right? Both of them are champions. I would love to see them have that rematch because, as we know, the last time Jonathan Haggerty faced off against Superlek, it ended in a doctor's stoppage, which in my opinion, that let's have a real fight, right? Let's have a real fight. Let's have a fight hosted by one championship between Superlek and Jonathan Haggerty. Let's make it happen sometime later this year. Coming back to the Takeru and Superlek fight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you guys some crazy pictures that Takeru shared on Instagram. Look at this. Oh my lord. Now, towards the end of the fight, Takeru gave a very emotional speech, and I'm convinced that he was crying not because he was sentimental in the loss, but because he was in so much pain from the leg kicks that Superlek gave him that night that he just bursted into tears. Now, obviously, I'm trolling a little bit, but wow, the damage that Takeru took on his legs is absolutely crazy. Now, a lot of the success, honestly, in my opinion, came from Superlek's stance. Now, there is a lot of people out there that are gonna say a whole bunch of I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. There's a whole bunch of people out there that are just talking a whole bunch of nonsense and a whole bunch of bullshit, saying that, oh, Superlek is a dog, right? He's an animal. He's the kicking machine. Like, ladies and gentlemen, at some point, we got to grow up and we got to leave all that freaking casual talk to the side and leave that, oh, he's a dog and he's a machine. All that language, we need to leave it up to the casuals. At some point, we need to mature as spectators and fans of the sport and realize that the reason why Superlek was so successful against Takeru was because of his stance. Superlek does not stand like a regular Muay Thai fighter. He doesn't. A lot of Muay Thai fighters out there stand very freaking square. They stand very freaking square. They're right here. They're right here, ladies and gentlemen. And that is not what we saw from Superlek. Go back and watch the fight. Go back and watch the fight and look at Superlek's base. He's very freaking bladed. One shoulder forward, one shoulder back, one hip forward, one hip back, narrow stance, always on that Muay Thai step that he's picking up his hands. He's almost like in a boxer stance. You know, his base kind of reminds me of Giorgio Petrosian's and Samar Payakaroon's base, if I'm being completely freaking honest. And I think that has a lot to do with why Superlek was so defensively responsible and was able to find a lot of advantages in that fight based on the fact that Superlek was just able to cover positioning over Takeru, because Takeru was just coming forward and forward and forward and forward and forward. And he's really, I mean, I don't want to say that he's one-dimensional, but he fights just coming forward. So if Superlek knows that, he's able to have a base ready for that, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. I thought it was pretty interesting. It took me a while to actually pick up on the fact that Superlek does not have a traditional Muay Thai stance. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about that down in the comment section below. Also, I did an original video to this leading up to this fight, and I told you guys that this fight was going to be absolutely amazing, and did it deliver? Did it deliver? This fight was absolutely incredible high level striking, and in that video, someone actually said that the best strikers in the world are in the UFC, and I didn't even respond to that comment because I'm just like, wow, it just reeks of casuals, bro. And I hate having that debate with people when people actually do believe that the best strikers in the world are in the UFC, and I'm just like, what, man? No, the hell they're not. But anyways, yeah, would you guys like to see Superlek versus Tang 2, or would you guys like to see Superlek versus Jonathan Haggerty sometime this year? Let me know your thoughts about that. Also, as always, man, it's a pleasure talking to each and every single one of you guys. As always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.